Okay, class. So today we are graphing a system of equation, but first we're gonna translate all this word problem into a system first, so we're ready to go, right? I'm pretty sure you can do number one, but then we'll go ahead and do number two.
Okay, at a restaurant, the cost for a breakfast taco and a small glass of milk is $2.10. The cost for 2 tacos and 3 glasses of milk is $5.15. To find T, the cost of a taco, and M, the cost of a small glass of milk. Find the T, the cost of a taco, and M, the cost of a small glass of milk.
Okay, so at here, reading it, I'm just gonna underline the keyword. So knowing what we're looking for, right? We're looking for the cost of taco, the cost of milk. So what is our variable right here, Mr. Buckley?
Well, I tell you, that they've requested that we use T for taco and M for milk.
Okay, here we go. Perfect. So how many variables do we have?
2.
So if we have 2 variables, how many equations do we expect it to have?
We'll have 2 equations if this is a system.
Okay, perfect. So can you have me write the first equation?
Yes. Okay, well, let's see. Well, let's see. The cost for breakfast taco and small glass of milk is $2.10. Okay, well, let's do the first line. We know that the cost of a breakfast taco and a small glass of milk is $2.10. So we could say T plus M equals 210.
Okay, T plus M equals 210. Excellent. Now, how do we know this is adding? How do we know? What is the keyword right here telling us we are?
Oh, and they have the word and, which is add, yes.
Exactly, and mean adding, so we add them together. Thank you so much, Mr. Buckley. How about the next equation?
Okay, so the second line says the cost for 2 tacos, so that's 2T, and there's that and again, so we're going to add that. Okay. So we've got 2T plus 3M.
Excellent. All
equals
right.
$5.15.
Perfect. There we go. So we have 2 equations. We are ready to go and translate them, and we're going to graph them in order for us to find the solution. Now, Mr. Akakwa, can you help me? Where do we go to graph them? What website do we go?
Desmos.com.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna go to desmo.com. But before we do that, we're gonna do a little something just so that we can graph them. What do we have to do, Mr. Akaka?
Right, since Desmos doesn't recognize T and M, that only works with X and Y, so we simply have to convert these to X and Y. To start with, we're gonna let X stand for tacos and Y stand for milk.
Perfect, lovely. So can you help me rewrite the new equation?
Yes, okay, so the first equation is going to be X plus Y equals 2.10.
Okay, lovely, guy. Now, it only takes a little time to rewrite, but it's gonna be safer and easier for you whenever you grab them, okay? Thank you so much, Mr. Akaka. The next one, what is that?
Okay, the second equation is 2x plus 3y equals 5.15.
Excellent. And then we will do what he say. We're gonna go to Desmo, and then we're gonna grab them, and let's see how many solutions we're gonna be able to find this time. Okay. All right. My screen a little bit messy, but it's okay. You got it. So we have x plus 1 like equal to 10. Boom. That's it. The first one. And then we're gonna go to the second one. 2x plus 3y equal 5.15. I'm gonna clear the screen right here so everybody can see better. And can you please tell me how many solutions do you see right here? And what is a solution to a system of a linear equation, Mr. Akaka, from the graph? How can we tell?
Okay, from a linear equation solution would be the point of crossing. You're gonna see the blue line and the red line crossing at a certain point. If you would enlarge it, that would make it clear, and you just simply point your mouse to that point and it should give you.
Excellent. So here we go. We found our solution. And how many solutions right here? Oops, how many solutions right here? How many times did they cross together? How many times?
Okay, since it's a linear equation, it should cross only once. So it is a straight line. It doesn't loop back and cross at any other point. Once.
So here we go. We found our solution. We have X and Y right here. So make sure you write down your conclusion. So what is the price of the taco? How much does the taco cost? And remember, what is the variable we label for taco?
Okay, $1.15.
Excellent, $1.15. We got X for tacos, so that's your $1.15. Okay, here we go. What about the next one?
Okay, you pay 95 cents for a glass of milk.
Okay, who's gonna have breakfast, taco, and meal, guys? It's kind of weird. I don't even know where this question come from, but it is what it is. So that is how we do it. I really hope that makes sense to you guys. We're gonna move on with the next question. So we're gonna ready to go and try the next one. Thank you so much, Mr. Barkley and Mr. Akakar. So here we go. We would like to try question number 3. Mr. Blanco, can you help us?
So let me repeat the question, Mr. So the question is, the difference of two numbers is 3. The
Okay,
sum is 13.
okay.
Find the numbers.
All right, thank you so
So
much.
what I'm going to do is to put a minus under the word difference.
Excellent.
All right. And we're going to put a plus. We're going to put a plus under sum right there.
Thank you so much.
So every time that I have numbers and it's not like they don't relate to a word, I will use X and Y.
Excellent.
And that way I won't mess up with Desmos.
Oh, perfect. You see, that's a
Right.
quick trick right here.
So I don't need to translate into Desmos. All right, so we'll have two equations. So we're going to do the first one with the difference, right? Right? So the difference, so that will be X minus Y.
Excellent.
Is going to be equal to 3.
Oh, equal because of what magic word, guy?
Because of is, yeah.
Is mean equal. So
That magic word.
excellent.
So equal to, and the other equation is was the next sentence. So that will be addition. So X plus Y is going to be equal to 13.
Lovely. And bingo, we have 2 equations right there. I am so confident that you are ready to go and you'll be able to grab that on Desmos right here. I will leave it to you to grab that and find me the answer, write out the answer, okay? Okay, 5 minutes later, we'll come back for the next question right here. And that going to be number 7. Ms. Perez, are you ready to go and help us with this question right here? Number 7. Thank you, Mr. Blanco.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
So Chris has 21 coins consisting of dimes and quarters. So 21 is total coins.
Excellent.
I'm going to be adding.
Oh, there we go. You hear what she said? Total adding. Okay.
Dimes X, quarters could be Y.
Okay, so I can tell that right now Miss Perez know that I'm not gonna play with D and Q because I'm gonna have to translate in Desmos anyway. So she go ahead and do X and Y. That worked for me too. But if you guys like D and Q, you're more than welcome to do that. Just make sure you translate them later when you grab in Desmos. Okay. But without further ado, Miss Perez, back to you.
So then that gives me my first equation, X plus Y equals 21.
Okay, because he got that total coin, you know, like we said earlier. So total coin, we have X plus Y equal 21. All right.
And then it says the number of dimes, so that would be X,
Excellent.
is equals
Perfect. Go. Oops, my bad.
3 more than twice the number of quarters. Okay, so since it says more than, it's almost like less than. So that means that I'm going to be adding that to something.
Okay.
So there's going to be addition. And then there's twice the number of quarters. So that would be 2Q.
All right. Oh, is that 2Q? What you mean? Is that 2Q or 2 what? Don't forget your...
Oh, yeah, 2Y. Whoops.
You see, here we go. So, you know, it happened. We are human, we make mistakes. So sometimes be careful about the variable that you label. If you are labeled by Y, stay consistent with Y, okay? I think that Ms. Perez tried to test you to see if you pay attention. Here we go. So now...
Yeah, you could do 2Y plus 3 or 3 plus 2Y, because with addition, it doesn't matter.
Okay, with addition, it doesn't matter. So you can either put 3 plus 2Y or 2Y plus 3. Here we go. And then...
But if it was 3 less than, then you would have to put the minus 3 at the end.
Oh,
for sure.
I love how Ms. Perez pointed out, and I'm glad that she did. So actually, I would like to tell you right here what he's trying to say. Whenever you add, okay, I have 2 plus 3. How much is that, Ms. Perez?
5.
And how about 3 plus 2?
Also 5.
So it really doesn't matter which one go first. But when you subtract, something happened. Something else different right here. How about 3 minus 2?
That's 1.
Then what about 2 minus 3? It's going to give you
Negative
-1. It's not the same, okay? So whenever you subtract, make sure you always put it in the back. So for example, right here, if we have less than, then you might want to write 2y minus 3. Okay, keep that in mind. Whenever you subtract, the number will go in the back. Okay, I hope that you get that. So that will conclude our system of equation for 2 variable, but we are so much capable, so we're gonna put ourselves to a little bit furthermore to moving on to the next one with a system of 3 variable. So let's see how it goes, and let's see if Desmos can help us or not, okay? So we're gonna moving on to question number, what question are we doing? Number 10. All right, question number 10. Miss Dallas, could you be helping us right here and tell us what variable do we have this time?
It was 11.
It was 11?
Yes.
Okay, we will do it. 10 or 11, both of them. Here we go. I'm going to do 11. Let's go.
Okay. I'll read the question first. It
Yes.
says a theater has a ticket of $6 for adults, $3.50 for students, $2.50 for children under 12 years old. A total of 278 tickets were sold for one showing with a total revenue of $1,300 or $1,300. And then it says if the number of adult tickets sold was $10 less than twice the number of student tickets, how many of each type of ticket were sold for the showing?
Okay. All right, Mr. Dallas, could you mind tell me what is the variable are we dealing this time?
So I'll bridge the first lesson with the A for adults and then S for students and C for children.
Okay.
But since we're using the Desmos we're gonna replace A for X, Y for S, and Z for children.
Okay.
So the first equation, we're gonna go with the total number of tickets first.
Okay.
Tickets, dollars.
All right. So we got total ticket. How many ticket total, Miss Dallas?
278 tickets.
And what do we do whenever we find a total?
We put equal, so 278, or we total everything. So X plus Y plus Z equals 278.
Exactly. As you can see, we have total of everything, x plus y plus z, give you 278. Ding, that's the first equation. Give you a heart. Here we go. Okay, how about the next one?
How did you do the hard?
Magic. But what is the next equation, Miss Dallas? I will show you.
Dollars, so the money.
Dollar. Okay, I'm gonna go with money. Let's make it rain. So that's gonna be the total value, right? And I like how Miss Dallas said dollar go with dollar. So here we go. I'm gonna put some dollars. Gonna make it green. Here we go. Dollar. What kinds of dollar do we have right here?
We have a $6.
Okay, so we have $6. So 6 what?
And a 6x, I'm sorry, 6x.
Okay, here we go. It happened. All right.
And then it says 350y for the 350. Is it 350 or 250?
Yes, 350.
And 250 for the children. That's
Okay.
Z.
250.
250Z.
250.
Equal 1,300.
Okay, and you can see dollar go with dollar, just like what I'm gonna put a Z right here so you can see. Right here, we have the bribe money for the adult $6, so dollar, and then another dollar, and then another dollar, and eventually will equal to $1. That's the total value of the ticket, okay? But we have 3 variable right here, so we expect to have how many equations, Ms. Dallas?
We need to see 3 equations
but
for 3 unknowns.
So far. Look, I'm gonna give you another heart. So what is the next one? The last equation, what do we do?
From the from the sentence if, that starts with the if the number of total adult tickets was sold to 10 less than twice the number of student tickets. We could make an equation from there.
Okay, let's make it happen. How?
So adults, it says there were adults was Y.
Adult. Make sure.
Oh, adults are X, sorry.
Okay. And that's why, guys, make sure you write it down. You know, sometimes things happen, we forget. We're human too. So make sure you write it down so you don't forget your variable. So X.
And then it will be equals.
Of course, is equal. Okay.
is and what. Okay, so it says 10 less than twice the number of students. So meaning we could put minus 10
Okay.
and then 2x minus 10.
Excellent. Whenever you subtract, you always put the number in the back, right? The number that you subtract is always go to the back. So twice. So right here, it twice. So twice, we're gonna have it 2, right? 2 what? Twice what? Twice. Keep reading. Twice.
Y. Y
Student.
for the students, yes.
So student is y. So here we go. So we have 3 equations. Ding. Now that we have 3 equations, the next thing we're gonna do is we are going to Desmos to grab them. Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Dallas. I'm gonna go right here and moving on to Desmos. Mr. Sawan, since you have the equation down, can you help me grab them? I'm gonna erase this. I'm gonna erase this.
I'm taking Mr. Sawan. He's somewhere, so I'm taking his spot.
Okay. Here we have on the right here with us, Mr. Blanco. So let's go.
Again.
Okay, here we go. What is the first equation, Mr. Blanco?
So if you go back to Strand, I wasn't looking at the equation because I've go back to the equation.
Okay.
So one is going to be x, 2x minus 10, 2y minus 10, right?
So x equal 2y minus 10. Okay, so we have x equal, excuse my screen, guys, it's kind of messy, but it's okay, you got the idea. So here you go. Okay, what is the next equation? We got x plus y plus z equal how much? 278. Guys, here, pay attention right here real quick. You noted how Desmos only have x and y, right? And because of the z, they're gonna add you a slider right here, but we're gonna hold on to that. And then we're gonna go into the next one right here. Mr. Blanco, I'm just gonna take it over from here. So plus 3.50y plus 2.50z equal. And I'm so glad that Ms. Dallas picked this question because the number is big.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do right here, I would like to show you a trick. If you have a number that crazily big like this, like 1300 stuff like that, you want to change the slider. So instead, you know, like how the slider right here, nothing really show because the z, they only limit by negative 10 and positive 10. You want to change it to 100. So negative 100 is on the minimum and positive 100 is on the maximum. And then you're gonna zoom your picture. It's gonna be somewhere. Oh, finding it. We are almost finding it. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, we found it already. I'm gonna clear all my screen first. So here we go. As you can see right here, Mr. Blanco, the line doesn't meet. So what should I move? So
right. Okay, so there is no way of graphing everything. So you're going to move the green one. So you're going to move the slider until it gets on top of the, so
right there.
Try to look for all the 3 of them intersecting on the same point.
So look like it looked good, right? So I'm gonna click on it and find answer.
Let's see.
The number are not
Probably you're looking for whole numbers. So
yeah. Look,
right.
you haven't talking about ticket, right? So it gotta be a whole number. So you have to play with it a little bit. Oh, we found it.
So yeah, so 150. What is 150? 80.
150.
And 48.
So what does that represent? 150. What do they represent? X or Y? What does this represent?
150 is going to be X.
Okay. How about 80?
It's going to be Y.
And then what happened to our Z? Where our third variable, guys?
So,
how do we find it?
So you need to look on the slider. It's going to be 48.
So Blanco reminding us gonna go to 48.
That's a nice trick. That's a nice trick. So
Yes. You're welcome. So that is how you're gonna find how you're gonna graph on Desmos with a system of 3 equations. So don't forget to answer your question right here. We have x equal 150. What does x represent in this question? Don't forget. What does that x represent, Mr. Blanco? And what does z represent? Back to your question.
So you need to go back to the problem.
So x is what kind of ticket?
It was about tickets.
Adult, right?
So adult.
And then it's gonna be Y is student, and then we have Z gonna be for children under 12. Okay. Make sure that you write it down so you can have the answer for your question. Okay. So let's practice one more so that we can be comfortable with that. I think the next question we would like to go right here is what question should we go? What would you like? What is the next question?
So
Ah,
question they may ask here, how do they represent the answer in an order triple, X, Y, comma, Z?
yes.
X, comma, yeah, okay, so we probably need to mention that then.
Yes. So you definitely need to write the answer just like earlier. You're gonna write your answer in X, Y, and Z. Thank you, Mr. Akakar. Yes. Make sure you guys write it down. How many adult, how many children, and how many children ticket and adult ticket and student ticket. Okay. So we're gonna try with the very last question right here. See number 12. Mr. Haas, would you like to go with number 12 with us? We're gonna set it up and we're gonna grab one more time. So to make sure that you are comfortable and ready to go with Desmo. Okay.
Okay, so we're looking for how many of each ticket,
Yes.
uh,
Uh,
or how many of each ticket each friend bought.
we actually at number 12, so it's going to be the number problem.
Oh, this number 12, not this number 12.
Ah, my bad, my bad. Yes, well, you are exactly right. This number 12 have 3 variable and this number 12 have 2 variable, but we're going to do with the one with 3 variable.
All right, the sum of 3 numbers is 16. Okay, let's make our 3 numbers X, Y, and Z.
Love that, okay?
Now, because Z is the last number or the last letter, I'm going to make Z the largest number.
Okay, so I write it on the side. We got large, okay?
And X will be the smallest number.
Okay, here we go. And then obviously M will be for medium or middle. Okay, here we go.
Okay. So when you add all 3 numbers together, you get 16. So X plus Y plus Z equals 16.
Okay, lovely. Got the first equation. X plus Y plus Z equals 16. And we're gonna ding. There you go. That's the first one.
And so I'm going to take the next sentence as it reads, the largest number, so Z,
Excellent.
equals, or is equal to, equals the sum of the other 2. So Z equals X plus Y,
How did you got X plus Y?
because that is the other 2, and it says sum, which
Okay.
means add.
Exactly. The other 2, not Z, are gonna be X and Y, and sum we add. Perfectly well said. Here we go. Got the second equation. Ding. Okay.
Okay. And the last sentence, again, I'm gonna take it exactly like it reads. 3 times the smallest number, which would be 3 times X, or 3X, is or equals 1 more. So I'm gonna put plus 1 at the end. I just like to keep it consistent like that. Then the largest, which is Z. So 3X equals the largest number Z plus 1.
All right. And here we go. So let's check. Do we have 3 equations? We ready to go? Do we have all 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So where do we go to grab them now? Where do we go?
Desmos.
Oh, Desmos. Here we go. We're gonna go to Desmos. Thank you, Mr. Haas. So we're gonna go to Desmos. Ms. Perez, can you have me read the equation, please? What the first equation?
X plus Y
Okay.
plus Z
Uh-huh.
equals 16.
Excellent. We have the, okay. What is the next one?
And then we had Z equals X plus Y, but we need to graph it as X plus Y equals Z.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't show.
Yeah, guys, this is something really funky about Desmo, but this is the trick that we found because Desmo are really in love with X and Y. So they always want X and Y to go first. So if you happen to have an equation that Z go first, do me a big favor to go ahead, bring Z to the back, then you will see it. Okay, there you go. You see, earlier we couldn't see the graph, but if you bring Z to the back, you will be able to see the line. We have one more to go. What is that?
Also notice that these lines are parallel.
Yeah, lovely. They are parallel lines. So let's go. How about the next equation?
3X equals Z plus 1.
3x equals Z plus 1. Okay. Now that we have these 3 equations, as you know, we would like to find the intersection where the 3 lines meet. So what you're going to do is move the slider. The number in this question are very small, like 16. So for that reason, you don't need to change that Z to 100, like negative 100, like we did with the first question, because the number are small. So it's okay for you to stay with negative 10 and 10 at a minimum and maximum. So I'm gonna move the Z, right? Ooh, look at how this is going, but we're gonna go until they collide together and boom. They're gonna meet together at a point. And let's read what point is that. What we got right here, Ms. Perez, can you help me out? So what
3, 5.
3 and 5, what do they represent? Don't forget your to always write out your answer. So what do 3 represent and what do 5 represent?
So that's an ordered pair x, y. And we had said that x is the smallest number.
So x is the smallest number. So right here, our smallest number would be how much?
3,
Okay. And then we got y equal how much?
5.
Okay. And then, oh, where do I find my z? Can't
It's
find
on the
z.
side.
Oh, how much is z though?
8
Excellent. Where do we get that? From the?
on the slider.
Excellent. So here we go. This is going to be our smallest, our medium, and our large. Okay, that is how you're going to do it on Desmo, right? Play around with it, and I really hope that you get used to it. If you do have more questions, more than welcome to please ask. I mean, feel free to ask what I'm saying. So, yeah.